Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. Join me for the games released at some time in November 1982.
Starring Leslie Nielsen.
We were last on the TRS-80 Color computer, checking out Chopper Rescue. So we're nearing the holiday season. How do you know which computer is the computer to buy? What if it's the cheapest computer? Let's see what's the best one to buy.
Now, Timex brings the power of the computer in the reach of more people than ever.
The same people who make your
Introducing
watch.
The Timex Sinclair 1000, the first of a new generation of computers designed to be easier
It's
to
so
use
tiny,
and
look at
to
it.
own. For $99.95, power to learn at the speed
I think I
of
make
light.
that same face when I
Power to
play
organize
bar graph
with
video games
unfailing
too.
accuracy. The Timex Sinclair 1000. Power is within your reach.
The power is within our reach, and our very next video game is City of Zon. Needle before Zon. For the Timex Sinclair 1000. Now, it does say Sinclair ZX81 because that's the original computer that was in the United Kingdom. In the United States, it was the Timex Sinclair 1000. To my knowledge, City of Zon was only available in North America on the Timex Sinclair 1000. Here on Chronologically Gaming, we lump them all together. All these games on this little micro are in one category. Let's take a look at the box for City of Zon. It has a lot to be desired. It looks actually like most boxes for computers would look at this point. So whether you're on the Sinclair ZX81 or the Timex Sinclair 1000, this one is our 89th game we've played for that little micro. And this one is by Pleasantries, and to my knowledge, it's the only game they've ever brought to the video game table, unless someone knows about any other games that Pleasantries have ever done. It is only a cassette tape. Oh, and look on the spine. It has a date, 12/6. And to my knowledge, I had first reports of this being released or being able to be played at some time in November 1982. Maybe it was a type-in before it was a cassette tape. I couldn't see this as a type-in game. No way. What other artwork do we have for City of Zon? We have instructions. Oh, nice. We'll be able to see the instructions later, too, because we have to have lore. There's the cassette tape that will pop into our little micro to play. Here it is. How do you play? Oh, man, we do have lore. Evil Zon and his forces are positioned on a ridgetop encircling the great valley of his peasants. Your mission is to knock out as many armaments as you can, and ultimately, should you survive, to capture Zon and bring him to justice. If you endure and finally meet Zon face to face in battle, you'll have but one run at capturing him with your grapple hook. Only successful capture will allow you the winner's accolade. Wow. There's lore on the Timex Sinclair 1000. I'm blown away. Remember that your energy is precious. Use weaponry, armor, and grappling hook judiciously. Onboard scanners will tell you what is directly ahead. Oh, really? Your crew will help you with repairs as needed. So the way you play this is you have to meet Zon to gain a score of... the only way you can meet Zon is when you get to a score of 300,000 points or more. And you have to also stay in the air successfully for at least 2 Zonian hours, whatever that means, because the game has its own time increment of time. To proceed, you have to have skill. Of course, use the arrow keys to move around. A, S, D, F, and G is the simplest to get used to. It says, you will naturally become better as time goes on. Yeah, right. So it is keyboard controlled only, and remember, this is on the membrane keyboard of the Timex Sinclair 1000. It is like smooth surface, like if you're going to play a video game on a speak and spell. That's the kind of keyboard that we're talking about here. And it says... It has some technical mumbo-jumbo. It actually has ways that you can change things up. No project has been as ambitious as City of Zon. We tried to crowd every exciting graphic we could think of into 16K. City of Zon is machine code and packs 16K tight from top to bottom. It took us 1,000 man-hours to write this game, which, if you see the game, I can totally understand where they're coming from. This is a miracle that this game exists. And then they have a few things that you can do for easily poking or easily grappling Zon for some pokes and changes to the game. So they have some ways that you can help you play the game even better if you wanted to do that. All right, let's pop in and play City of Zon by Pleasantries at sometime in November 1982. I am so excited. This one's just nuts. The game does do a little random element. There we go, City of Zon. We can press P to proceed or R for the rules. Ready? Oh, what are the rules they show us? Oh my gosh, they have a wall of text. The rules are you use the cursor keys on your keyboard to control the craft. Flying too low is dangerous, obviously, because you might smash into something. But look at all the controls. You have A to switch your armor on and off. You have S to swap points for fuel. D fires your disruptor. F fires your phaser. G lowers the grappling hook. That's how you can get fuel or to capture Zahn if you end up getting enough points. I know, right? I don't know if you call them cheat codes if they were poking, but I have people say that in the chat, mainly, that people would say that, oh, we've been poking video games or sending poke commands to computers for a long time, and they're just like cheat codes, but I don't know. I don't know if I can contest to say that it's true cheat codes yet. Well, maybe it's definitely pokes, though. All right, so it has a few things. Oh, yeah, to meet Zahn, you have to have that score and time, and then fuel is generated in flight if no armor or guns are used. So you're using fuel whenever you shoot things in the game. Hooking fuel yields you half a tank. Best of luck. B to begin. Ready? Go. I don't know what to expect. And it says, oh, P. Play. So at the top left, craft destroyed. Maybe you can do it better next time. Do you want to try again? Yes, we already died that fast. And proceed. So at the top left, it has what appears to be a radar, but oh my gosh, look at what we're witnessing. Don't adjust your speakers. There is no sound in the city of Zahn. I just want everyone to bask in the fact that I can move the cursor keys around, and I am playing Zaxxon on the Timex Sinclair 1000. I can move up and down. I can move left and right. So I am playing an isometric video game on the Timex Sinclair 1000. It may not be exactly isometric. Here on Chronologically Gaming, whether it's isometric, dimetric, trimetric, we just call it axonometric projection. And that's what they're doing. And I'm amazed that this exists. How did they make this look so smooth and fluent? You got me. All right, let's try some commands. Ready? Okay, there's my shield. I can swap out armor. See, I turn my armor on for a few energies of fuel, and I can turn it off if I want to. There it is. And if I want to do, okay, there's my normal disruptor, I believe. There's my normal laser. There's no sound for it, but wow. It even gives you like a heads up. You can see my score going up higher and higher as I make a fire shot, so I'm just blowing up as much as I can, nearing the photon battery. But you know what? I need fuel, so where's my, okay, there's my grapple. And you have to time your grapple. I think I missed that one. Yeah, so whenever you... Oh, gosh, yeah, they blew a few pieces off of us. Let's see if I can get some. I don't actually know. Oh, that was the fuel. We blew up on it. But you have to grapple at the right time to be able to pick up the fuel, right? That's true. Manly's saying that the game is not annoying with the pestering music and sound effects. Those all get in the way of all those other video games. Going with no sound makes you focus. You really can focus on the game. Okay, when you want to try once more, yes, we do. I'm amazed at how smoothly this works. It is all keyboard controlled. So you have to remember, there's a lot of commands. I don't know if I can remember them all. I don't even know if I can grapple the fuel. What is the fuel? Okay, no, I don't want to switch my armor out. There we go. I want to fire my disruptor. Wow, that uses a lot of energy, though. Maybe if I figure out what... Using the grapple uses energy, too. I need to make sure I can fuel up. Everything's passing by so fast. How do they make it scroll so fast? It is ridiculous. We only got 800 points that time. Darn. Yes, we do want to try again. Wow. So at this point, we've only played... Well, we played official Zaxxon in the arcades, obviously. We've also played Zaxxon at home on the Atari 2600, which really wasn't exactly like Zaxxon. It was like a game of its own. And whenever you... Oh, you can switch the type of shot you use to, how much energy. This is so cool. Oh, the amount of commands you have. All right, was that the fuel? Darn. Oh, wait, I think I did. I got a little bit. Yeah, okay, so it's the towers. And so this one is playing, at least graphically, it looks more like Zaxxon than the Atari 2600 Zaxxon. And the only other one we played that's kind of a variant of Zaxxon so far was Zaxxon as a handheld, the vacuum fluorescent display Zaxxon. Oh, I missed that one. The fuel. Got the robotics coming up. But just keep in mind, we can't even get to the end of this game or see Zahn and grapple Zahn unless we get... Oh, I missed it again. Unless we get 300,000 points. So you have to survive and make sure your fuel stays up the whole time. This is amazing. I just can't believe like witnessing this. And in a way, if you look at the graphics and you think this is just terrible, this is hurting my eyes. All you got to do is just back up about 20 to 30 feet from the screen, and the resolution just looks incredible. I can't believe how smoothly this scrolls. This is so cool. All right, nearing Zahn's fuel depot. Ready? Was that it? I think I got. Oh wait, was that it? The top radar tells you what's coming up ahead, which is kind of cool. Energy pods are damaged, so it looks like the fact that they tell you what's happening. There's fuel depot. Is it that one? Maybe it was that one. And then we have guard tanks that come up, so you need to be able to shoot those to pass by. I love it. I want to play and invest in the world of the city of Zahn because of how cool this is. I can't believe they were able to get this to work. So cool. So the box, the one that I was able to find is there's like 3 boxes that I've seen for this game. The box that I was showing was the one that was 1982, had on the spine, but this was available a little bit before December 1982, and then there's obviously the copyright says 1983, so there was another release of this one later. I'm sure that if it's a company that we have only one game that I've heard of, Pleasantries, that they tried releasing this a few times, but I mean, you got to admit, right now, this is the year that Zaxxon came out in 1982. We saw it back in January. And so in the same year that this game is out, they're able to make a port at home that looks like this for a tiny little computer. All right, go. Is it that one? No, it's not that one. I want to be able to find out exactly where the fuel is and grapple it. And also see the next, because you can use, you can just fire your shot away and just blow a lot of stuff and see how the points just keep racking up. Oh, prison cell block coming up. Make sure I can get... Yeah, whenever you grapple for fuel, it uses a lot of fuel. Munitions vault come up ahead, so you really got to make sure that you're shooting in the right spot. All right, we're looking pretty good. Firing away, 20,000 points. Oh, man. But you fly too low. Well, you fly too low and you're able to get better shots in, but you fly too low and you can blow up like that. So cool. All right, so a blast to play. I could continue play. Oh, and I died again. I could continue playing this for a very long time. I'm just amazed that they were able to get this as a isometric viewed video game on this system to scroll this smoothly and freely. Go die, blow it all. You also can't do multiple commands at once. Like I can't fire and move at the same time. You have to make sure you do one thing at a time. Missile silos coming up. Energy pods are damaged. The radar is a helpful idea too because they know that you can't see that far ahead. The way that this is zoomed in, and so I really enjoy that their radar is a text radar. Nearing the fuel depots now. Nice. Yes. Oh, I love the chat. So we're already getting ratings thrown in for this one. 3.5 stars from most people, or above average for everything you could play up to this point on all home computers. And bear in mind, Wizardry and Ultima are out. I usually use that one as a way to break the curve. Yeah, right? If this is only for the ZX81, I would even go as high as saying 5. If we were only for the Timex Sinclair 1000, this computer by itself. But if we're rating this against everything that's possible out there, the big downside is the keyboard. Keyboard controlled only. There's not a way to use this with a joystick. Yeah, right? 3 stars, mostly 3.5 that I'm seeing from everybody that's out there. Yeah, it also has a lot of learning curve. You notice I haven't used every key while I'm playing the game because there's a lot to go for. All right, let's see if we can... So I know what the fuel depots are. They look like domes. Not that one. It's the other ones. But we're already getting a really good score. So if you're able to stay alive long enough, firing away, that's great. Yeah, we got 40,000. Yeah, I can totally see it doable. When you play this enough and practice enough, you'd be great at it. So cool. All right, so there you go. That's City of Zaun. Astonishing. How did this happen? You know, it almost makes me think of when we see computer games being done homebrew style later, way later. People exploit and use the computer better than anyone did at the time. We're seeing a game that came out right at this time, and it feels like it would be something that would be created way later, from the future. So it does feel like a futuristic game. Because this is going against everything else that's available on all computers, we haven't seen anything else at home that's Zaxxon, by the way, unless you consider the Atari 2600 Zaxxon. So this is the only other attempt that we've seen, besides the handheld that I mentioned. Oh, that's right. It would be a really cool game for that system. But I'm going to concede with the chat. It is definitely not average. It's not a 3-star game on all computers. It's 3.5, but I don't know if I could go as high as saying 4. I'll still say above average for all the games you could play right now on all home computers. City of Zon is amazing. All right, after that, let's see what our next game is. We're going back to the TRS-80 color computer. This is Color Modem Chess. You like modems? You like chess? Let's put them together. All we got is a few screenshots for this one. Let's pop in and play some Color Modem Chess by Larry F. Perry, published by Double Density Software at sometime in November 1982. Way to go, Larry. How do we load this one? Oh, it's in BASIC. All right. Run mod chess. And activate. This one is our 160th game that we've played on the TRS-80 color computer. Density Software and Larry F. Perry is the only game I think they've ever done. So this is the first and only, kind of like we just saw with City of Zon. It was they made a company, they made a game, and then we probably never heard from them again. But way to go, Larry. All right, we want to be white or black. White. Are we playing first? Yes, yes we are. All right. One moment, please, while I connect up to Curtis Boyle's computer where we're going to live stream and play Color Modem Chess, modem to modem, across computers. Just kidding. This one is not connected to anyone's computer. I'm not playing with anyone, but that's what makes this game better and cooler than any other chess game that's out there. This one is very unique because of connecting via a modem or modem-to-modem capabilities, because Color Modem Chess allows you to play across the interwebs. Yes, that's right. We've started from very humble beginnings, playing from, not really, there's no such thing as the internet right now. It's just the fact that you can play over a phone line with someone else is blowing my mind. That's what you'd be doing right now. All right, so this is only the second game we've seen here on Chronologically Gaming that allows you to connect to someone else's computer, and that was Combat that we saw in 1981 for the Atari home computer. This one is our second game. And this one's kind of cool because it uses, look at this, I have a cursor to move the joystick around and move my pieces around. Over here on the right side, I can use commands for NP, like play a new game. I can change what the like the connection, if it doesn't pass through, I can send the connection again. But anyway, you can move your pieces, send the command through to the other side. If I can send, or am I doing the wrong side? Sorry, I'm white. Which I said it was white, but apparently that means green here on Color Modem Chess. There we go. And can I not move? Maybe I can't send the piece to the other side. Yeah, I don't think I can. Oh, I know why. Because I gotta say new game. And then it may not even work because I'm not even connected to anything. Yes, we are. Yeah, probably because we're not technically connected to anyone, it will not work. You have to have the modem set up. Oh, that's right, Curtis. Or a null modem cable, too. If you have the cable, you can do it as well. All right, so here we go. We can do move M. There it is. Whoa, it totally erased the piece from the board. So the experience you've had with this game right now in November 1982 would be very slow. It would be very time-consuming because you'd be waiting for the other people to do their move after that. So it would be great if you had someone else that could play and had the same hardware that you did. At this point on Chronologically Gaming, this is the 28th chess video game that we've seen. On home computers, this one is the 22nd chess video game. And on the color computer, this is the third game we played. Chess and micro chess, but those were basically the exact same game. Here with this one, it's really it's okay for a chess game, but the problem is you only can play with someone else. There is no computer, there's no artificial intelligence. You have to have someone else to play with, otherwise it's not going to work. Yes, right. There has to be a dial-up screen for this one to work. So yeah, the showcase that I have here is just so you can see it working. It has a cursor that moves around, and you can select pieces and drop the pieces and play the game, but you really can't do anything after that. No way, a 300 baud is what I saw in the chat for that. Yeah, this one is very, very humble beginnings. If it's only the second game we've seen that's modem to modem here on Chronologically Gaming, and the fact that we've tried to amass and play everything up to this point, you can see how humble the beginnings are. I will tell you a little bit of the future, though. By the time we hit 1983, I will be playing some of what's called the Nebu network. And so that one is an example of a network that was set up in Canada. And we're going to be sprinkling in very little bits of video games that allow you to play over kind of like a network, because you can get on servers with colleges or communities and mainframes and play games. But at home, it's mostly like phone lines like this. So it's very, very limited and hard to find video games that allow you to do that. So there you go. That's our color modem chess experience. It's basically just looking at the chessboard to see what it's like. Oh, yeah, there you go, Curtis, like Plato, exactly. All right, so of all the games you could play right now on all home computers, it would be a slow experience, but it still is interesting, and I kind of don't even want to call it an average game across everything that you could play up to this point. You do have to have someone else that plays with you, so if you don't, this is just a paperweight. There's nothing you can do with color modem chess. Over in the chat, I just see a 3-star rating, but yeah, it's chess. You're going to play against someone else, and you're going to wait your turn, so I actually will go 3.5. I'll say it's above average, but you have to get someone to play with. Color modem chess. Let's see what our next game is. We're next going to Japan to play the Conflict 2500. This one is for the Fujitsu FM7. And there's the example of something we've already seen before. Conflict 2500 was on the Apple II, Commodore PET, Atari Home Computer, and TRS-80. This is for the Fujitsu FM7, and it's the 6th game that we've seen. This one is one of the newest computers in Japan right now. This one was originally done by Microcomputer Games. So this port, this one that we're seeing right now, is the 56th game that Microcomputer Games has done, and that's all ports that that we've seen here on Chronologically Gaming. In Japan, it's not being done by Avalon Hill. It's being ported over by Kia, Overseas Industry. And they're going to be doing all the other microcomputer games instead of Avalon Hill here in Japan. This one, yeah, so if you're not familiar with the game, this is an alien army that wants to control the entire universe, and they've invaded Earth. It's the year 2500 AD. And the Earth military is supposed to fight them off. There's a fierce war that's taking place in the future. That's the premise of the game. It is very similar to the old school strategy war games where you're meant to move your units around following coordinates like you're seeing here on the screen. So it has a lot that goes forward, but it was pretty old because at this point, porting over, it's like we're experiencing what Japan is getting that we've already seen from the 70s, or at least early 70s computing. And the reason I'm only showing screenshots is this is another video game that is not dumped anywhere. We cannot find the Conflict 2500 for this specific computer. So I'm going to have to give it our big fat rating of 0. Sorry, Conflict 2500. Be sure to check out the Wargaming Scribes website for this game if you want to get into more information about Conflict 2500. And I'll include links down below that you can check out as well. All right, after that, let's go back to North America and see what's happening. Oh my gosh. It's Connect 4.
The foremost checkers game. 4 in a row wins. Play it fast for fun.
Technically not a video game, but I'm sure everyone watching right now has seen this commercial at some point. Maybe it's in your subconscious. Oh my gosh.
Connect 4.
There you go. It's time to play Connect 4. So we're kind of in Japan still, or maybe the United Kingdom. This is Connect 4 for the Sharp MZ line of home computers. And while I showed the official Milton Bradley Connect 4, this is not licensed by Milton Bradley. It's not associated with Milton Bradley. They just wanted to call the name Connect 4 and go with it. All I have is a few screenshots that I made myself for this game. Let's pop it and play Connect 4 for the Sharp MZ700 by Solo Software, released at some time in November 1982. This marks our 20th game that we've seen for the Sharp MZ line of home computers, and that means Sharp MZ80B, MZ80K, MZ700. There's a whole different line of Sharp MZ systems. Maybe later I'll split them up, but now that I've been exploring more and more video games. There's just so many games that keep popping up in Japan that I never knew existed, and it's been a fun ride, and you'll be joining me very soon as we check out those, or maybe in the backlog on those. All right, so for this one, I actually want to load, it doesn't use BASIC on this computer. Usually you have to load the BASIC cassette, take a long time, and then load the game. You don't have to do that. So you can actually see what it's like to load a game for real on this system. After you hit L to load, then you go to the tape, play the tape, and we are not going to wait for it to load all the way through. You get to hear the tape loading sound, though. Let's fast forward. Load some Connect 4. Do we want instructions? No. We know how to play Connect 4. There you go. Do you want to play first or second? Oh, yeah, I'm playing first. My move. All I got to do is type in which column I want to drop my my piece down. So let's do E. No, wait, D. Drop it down there. Okay, they're already on top of that one, so we could do I could do A. And then I can do H. Let's see if they try. They haven't tried blocking that one yet. That's interesting. Let's try F. Oh, okay, they're going to do that route. So we can do B, which means they'll go C. Oh, yeah, I think they got me. So there it is. This one is very, very basic. It doesn't even look like the same pieces from the official Connect 4, but the game is called Connect 4, the same title that Milton Bradley had. This is the 10th game we've seen by Solo Software, and I actually can't determine if all the games were in Japan or in the United Kingdom for Solo Software. Most of the addresses I see by them is United Kingdom. And this is the 6th video game we played that is like Connect 4 or has Connect 4 elements in it. One of the best ones you could play right now would be in the palm of your hand. The Milton Bradley Microvision has Connect 4, so you can get Connect 4 on the go. And I highly rated that one just because of how cool of an idea it was. But if you want to play for the best video game version of Connect 4, that would be on the Texas Instruments home computer. That one has the best. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose this one, but I'll go ahead and play along. It looks like the computer might have me here. If I do, let's try this. Yeah, not gonna. He's already got both sides. Blocked it. There he is. I win. Better luck next time. Thanks. There you go. So here's some more information about Solo Software if you want to check it out too. Thanks, Jeremiah. I appreciate it. We can keep going again. You can hit any key to clear, or you can R to restart, and let's restart it. So there you go. Extensive range of MZ700 software. And yes, we want to go first. Let's try going with D this time. And go with E. Oh, they might let us win. What? I think they will. Yeah, we got it. Done. You win. Well done. Sounds awesome. And at this point, we've already seen Connect 4 called Intelligence 2 on the Enterton VC 4000 home console. We also saw 4-in-1, which was Connect 4-in-1 row on the Philips Video Pack G7000. And on the Commodore VIC-20, we played a game called Mind Twisters that had Connect 4. So this is very, very simplistic. I mean, it is Connect 4, and it does get the job done, but it's really not as impressive of a video game or the presentation. If you want to see the best one, check out the Texas Instruments, and it is the official one. It's Milton Bradley brought it to the Texas Instruments home computer, so it has the look of more like the Connect 4 official one. They did their due diligence. And if we go second, let's see. They're going to play. I guess E is the best place to start, and it's not going to. Yeah. So but it's Connect 4. Before I lose again, there it is. Connect 4 for the Sharp MZ line of home computers. All that and more bizarreness here on Chronologically Gaming. I'd say of all the games you could play across all home computers, I'd say it's still bad because it does get work for Connect 4, but I don't know if it's just very simplistic. And I don't know precisely what the programming would be like to make Connect 4 happen, but I see some people that are actually saying bad. There's some 2.5s, but yeah, Jeremiah's throwing out 2 stars. So yeah, I'll say 2. It's still a bad game, but best of the bad, if you think of everything else that's out there to play on your computer. Oh yeah. All right, now it's time to put our video game playing on pause. Thanks so much for joining everyone that's here for the live show. sending in your ratings, having a great time, checking out all the video games released at some time in November 1982. Next time on Chronologically Gaming, we say goodbye to one of the most prolific video game companies we have seen on the show. It is the very last game released by Crystalware. Let's see if they go out with a bang. That's it for today, and like I always say, in a Chronologically Gaming episode, anything can happen, and everything is possible. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.